It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go from Lambeau. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
This is the first carry for the rookie from Florida. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Love. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Won't keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
A give right side. Here's Lloyd. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Hurt.
Love from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Looks like we still have somebody injured out there following the play. So we'll pause as trainers get out to... Ooh, they're looking at Jordan Love, the man in question. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Chargers take possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Crowd right. Set. Let's go. Ready.
Right to the air is Herbert. Escapes the pocket. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
go.
Herbert now off the play fake. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board and the first drive as a defense. And now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Really?
On third down, Herbert. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Come on.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Go.
Give now to the running back. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. B.J. Hill, the one to bring him down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Set go.
Takes the handoff, now Love. It is caught left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They've got first down from the 31. Man in motion here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. One man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. First down, and they go right back to him. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
Love out of the shotgun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort. Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Coleman could try. Hey, Kappa.
Herbert back to throw. short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows and the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Whoa. Ready? Go. Hey, easy. We go orange. Ready?
Herbert from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Brown. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Now, somewhat surprising way for us to begin the scoring here, Brock. And what it tells me is we could be in for a pretty wild type of game.
Yeah, I think you like wild, I like wild. Points can come in any variety in football, but you're right. When they start in this kind of fashion with the takeaway for 6, more often than not, stranger things occur.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. 59.
Tight end in motion left.
Set.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Run! Ray.
Slot man in motion right. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it brings up an L.A. first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
He's on the move. Finds McConkey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes in the loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy when you're on 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an L.A. first down. Working inside the red zone. This is complete to Schultz. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. Sanders all set to send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Return's looking good so far. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They'll motion a tight end left. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Packers looking for a score before halftime. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Receiver in motion, going left. Thrown on 1st down, Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
5-9. Sit.
This ball's caught by Palmer. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Sit. 12. Ready.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Where's the importance of staying in phase as a defender? He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, go Lion, lock, set.
3rd and goal for Dobbins. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Opportunity here for this defense if they can make this stop on 3rd and goal.
5-9. Ready.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get some late points and the lead. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Sanders all set to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Love now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Throwing his love on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Bryce Baringer on now to punt. It's a fake from deep on their own half. Wait for it on the fake, but he couldn't connect with his man. Incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs.
Set. Baylor tight. Set.
Running left, it's Dobbins. Down to the 10. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Go.
Going to the ground again on first. Hits the end zone for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Buffalo 18. Here we go.
Here's Love to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
Bracco 80. Ready.
Second and 6 now. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that takes them to third down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Go.
They'll throw on third and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger equal.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their third and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Ready, ready. Panther 11. Panther 11. Set go.
Another try following the sack. Connects on the crosser. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at. You throw where he's going.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. Space left sideline, and he's off to the races. And forget the interception. He makes this a Pick 6 touchdown. You get a Pick 6, you get a Pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a Pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
12. 380. Good hunt. Good hunt.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
380. Good hunt. Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. What is it?
Running it again with Dobbins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Set.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Hey, open.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. He finds McConkey. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Third down run by Dobbins. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Chargers will have a first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Back to Dobbins on first. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Chased out to his right. And the Packers are there. He's slowed down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Hey, go Lion. 59. Set.
Herbert here, third and long. Into the hands of Schultz. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
On the set.
They're out and set. First and 10.
Set. Ready.
Here's the handoff. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, against the better defenses in this league.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Hawk 70.
Here he is to throw on third 2. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first.
Go!
Hand off here to Lloyd. Up the sideline, past the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. This play goes for 36. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Now we're on the counter. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. He's got it. Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. Wow. Fantastic work there, tiptoeing along the back line to concentrate. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. He's throwing for it. And he's in. The 2-point try cuts this lead to 16. That makes this a 2-score game. All right, partner. It is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again and again and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Home the troops right. Set. Grenade. Grenade out. Ready.
Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Dobbins gets the 1st and more. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Hey, Ray. Set. Hey, go Lion.
So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
5-9. Set. Go.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Hey, go Lion. Grenade.
Dobbins trying the right side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space To this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet, have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing third and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute, convert on these third downs. I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Ready.
Trying again, following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Dobbins on 1st and goal. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Running for it with Dobbins. Stopped once again, and now suddenly they're left with 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against the front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just 1 yard, and the goal line stand continues. That brings up 4th and goal.
380. Run. Set.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Ready.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready.
From the 32. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Ready. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, hard to come by in this league.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Right. Set.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Check, Bobcat.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Moving on into the red zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers put up even more points in a win. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. This was a clear passing down, Brock, and the run surprised all of us, and there it goes for a touchdown.
That's well said. Rewarded for going against the grain. Common sense analytics tell you throw it. But the surprise paid dividends.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Ready up.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Come on.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining.
Ready. Hot.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Watson quick pass wide. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole.
Let's go.
But you never want to leave it short.
Ready.
trying to push this past the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Fourth down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a first down.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Warrior 70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. But it just, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Let's go now. Go.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
So the Chargers take this one on the road.